Guys, welcome so much. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Candy Show. I'm your host, Candy. I am here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I got to find out where my guest is at right now. But guys, I want you to welcome my guest, singer-songwriter, Mr. Bree, Redbone Soul. Ooh, come on now. Welcome.
At least you said it right, right? A lot of people don't know how to say it. They be like, Bree, Redbone, they don't know what they're saying.
What? Are you for real?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you. Tell us where you're coming from today.
I'm in Boston, Massachusetts.
Sussex territory?
Patriots territory. Uh-huh. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. So right now, let's do a sound check. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you see me?
Yes.
So I will say this with you: your hat is cutting off. I know you want people to see what's going on. Yep. There you go. There you go. Cool. But now there you go. You just stepped out of the light.
That's why I was kind of close.
All right. So if you don't want your hat to be shown, that's fine. We can go ahead and go on. But before we do that, let me get me some water.
Me too.
Come on. Woo. It's like 90 degrees here in Indianapolis.
90 degrees here in Boston.
Have you been to Indianapolis before?
No, I have not.
I haven't been to Boston either.
Wow.
Well, I'm pretty sure after this we're going to connect, and when everything is safer for us to make that connection, we're going to definitely connect.
Well, I'm double vaccinated, so I'm cool to, and I had to do it to travel, so I didn't really want to do it, but because of what I do, I really didn't have any choice.
Okay, well, I understand that. I know that's definitely looking like it's best. It's probably going to be a requirement for everybody who ever wants to travel at this point. All right, so let's get into it. Singer-songwriter. Now, I'm a talent scout, so I was looking on the internet, and I'm like, whoo, I done seen this gentleman. I heard him before, but then I was like, oh my gosh, I seen your post, and I said, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Woo! So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from Boston?
I am. I'm actually from Cambridge, Boston. I have a nice, really good situation with a label called Bronx Bridge Entertainment, ran by an entertainment attorney named Christopher Brown Esquire, who represents people like Bobby Brown, New Edition, Fred Hammond, Yolanda Adams, like the biggest names in music and entertainment. He's a monster. So when I met him, he really liked my talent, so we've been running ever since.
All right. Now, was music something you always wanted to do?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
As a kid, I was kind of shy, and then I seen one of these kids that was my age at the time in church, and I used to sit there like, just want to be him. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be up there, but I was kind of too shy. And then one day I approached him, and we started a group. He was with it. We started a group. It didn't really last long, but when I hit high school, I ended up coming out with, who I really am and stuff like that.
Nice. And I heard you was born by a river. We're going to get to that in a second. How far is Cambridge from Boston?
Just over the bridge.
Okay, so that's the reason why you said you're from Boston.
Yeah, it's just over the bridge.
Okay, all right. You got a couple of projects. I think is it singles, songs? Tell me, how do you label that?
Right now we're dropping singles until, we put enough in the air, I have tons and tons of music, and we just keep creating. But we are going to drop an album. But we want to make sure, in these times, you got to make sure before you drop an album, you put enough out. I I have features with, you know, like Day 26, Young Jock, Little Mo. I just did a joint that I'm gonna release this summer with the rapper Flawless Real Talk. He was on that show on Netflix, Rhythm and Flow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Heard of them.
he's a monster. So I can't. We're actually about to shoot that video this summer. So I can't wait for that. That's next.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your journey now. You said in high school you decided to just come on now as being a solo artist because the group situation wasn't fitting you. Tell us a little bit about that.
Um, I mean, I loved the group thing. Like, there was no better feeling than, you know, watching my boys get off. You know what I mean? Like, it was so dope. But after the group decided to go their separate ways, I started, you know, you know, the guys that I was working with was like, you know, you really need to keep doing your thing, and I just, you know, I followed their lead and I just kept going. And, you know, in this game, there's a whole bunch of trials and tribulations. I've cried. I've been at the door here. I've been at the door there. And then finally, I found a real good situation where I'm really happy, you know? So, I mean, I can't even, like right now, I do shows with the best in them. Keith Sweat. Like, I've been Silk. I mean, I've been everywhere doing everything right now. And I feel so blessed.
What has this pandemic shown you that you needed to improve on?
Um, it kind of showed me that I needed to do more behind the scenes because that's kind of all you can really do. And so, you know, a lot of stuff behind the scenes have really, you know, picked up between me and my team. Um, and now that the pandemic's over, we're just ripping and running. Right before the pandemic, I had just done a show with Genuine, and we were supposed to start a tour, and the tour couldn't happen. So I was like, oh, you know, like, you know, those things happen, especially in this business. So you really got to be strong. You got to be tough, you know, to really do this. But now, you know, we're rocking and rolling. I just came from Atlanta. I was with Bobby Valentino, and that was it was tough. I just recorded a couple joints with my man Travis Malloy out in Atlanta as well. He's a monster. I mean, that guy's a beast.
When you said it was tough, now I heard you. I heard you. You was blowing. What do you mean by tough? When you was in Atlanta with Bobby?
I mean, it's like this. It's like sometimes you wonder if you should shoot your shot and win. You know, like sometimes you got to find that door. You know, and me, I'm the type of person, if that door is just open just a little bit, I'm gonna sneak in. You know, so I mean, I knew why I was there, but at the same time, everybody in the room did.
I
So
bet you they thought that you was crazy, didn't they?
it was no, because once I opened my mouth, it was like, what happened? You know what I mean? So it was like, and sometimes it's like, I feel like I thrive in those moments. You know, like I live for those kind of moments, like just that pressure, like I gotta go, let's go. You know, like and the time is now, so I don't hesitate. You know, like everybody has to see, and if everybody doesn't see, then what am I doing it for?
The talent that you have, once you open up your mouth, when it comes to your performing itself and your singing, that is the proven part where it's like, okay, what's this guy doing? Who is he? Okay, but let me open my mouth, and then you'll see who I am and what I'm bringing to the table. That's dope. I saw that video. That was nice. Let's look, now you just done threw out some names and all this other stuff. How'd you get on as far as getting to the point where you're working with these well-known names?
My
Be,
team, my
your team.
my label. He's like I told you, he's one of the biggest guys in the industry, and I've just been really blessed to have somebody like him that puts me in the right spots. And I know, and I see it. I know a lot of people with talent who don't have that type of outlet, you know. But I feel like, you know, I feel blessed at the same time. But you know, sometimes I try to be too humble. I mean, it's my talent that actually, with the mix of him, that got me where I am, you know. But you know, you're only as strong as who leads you sometimes, you know what I mean? And if you have a true leader, then you got to learn to follow, you know, and instead of like being a pain in the neck, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you just got to learn. And when those doors open, it's like, I'm just grateful, you know, I'm really grateful.
You know, when I was looking at that video and you just said it, you knew why you were there, but at the same time, you took another leap of faith trying to do what you need to do. A lot of people, they're singers, they're great singers, they're great performers, but when they get on the spot, they can't do that. They're scared. Like, I can't do that. Well, hey, then what you gonna do?
For me, the time is now. You know what I mean? There's no time to be scared. I mean, like, I feel like this is who I am. I feel like I'm good. I'm good enough to be with the best of them. But I'm humble enough to say I'm grateful enough to be with the best of them. You know, it's just a blessing. Like, I mean, I know a lot of cats who are trying and trying, and they're good. And it's I don't know what it is, you know, but I just I just keep fighting my battle and keep trying to get to where I want to be, you know.
What's your ultimate goal?
Just I mean, just to live doing it, you know. I mean, I love this. I mean, other than my children, I love this more than anything, you know. Like, it's who I am. Without it, I wouldn't even know what to do. You know, I've worked with so many people, so many great producers, so many great songwriters. I mean, people who have been in this, you know, have been part of my journey. And I'm grateful for them, good and bad. You know what I mean? There's so many talented people, and it's I don't know. I just I sometimes I'm like, so I know some people like, why him? Why is he always with these people? I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just, I can't say why, you know, but it's happening, you know. But and I just try to seize the moment as the best that I can, you know.
And you know, first off, if you're not, first of all, you have to believe in yourself. And then once you believe in yourself, people will see that and they will believe in you and your drive and your goal. And some talent is just really hard to showcase. Some people really do have to work at it, really have to work at it. Um, but let's go back. Now, you have a couple of songs out right now. And the one, let's talk about Hold On. Oh, excuse me, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Let's talk about Hold Up. Tell us a little bit about how you came about that. What's going on? Did you write that song?
Yes. It's funny because my homegirl Black Diamond, shout out to Black Diamond, is a female, and she's really dope. Dope producer. Like, she's dope, and I think a lot of women are underrated when it comes to stuff like that. So we was just in her studio, and she played the beat, and like, honest to God, song was written in like 10 minutes. It was like the beat came on, and I just went, and it was like we just put it together, and then from there, I just mixed it and edited it and everything else. But it was after we heard it, we were like, yo, this is dope. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm not really a follower, so I try to do music as I hear it. You know, I don't try to create what this guy just did or what's going on now, because I think music is straight from the heart. So what you feel is what you feel. So and my father, he's from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, so I get that soul vibe from him and one of my mentors out here named Sonny Thompson. So, you know, I got like a soul urban pop. It's weird, you know, like to be able to like just do it all, you know what I mean? But that's what I like, you know, that's what I like to do, to be able to do different things and just call it music. And that's why I call it, you know, Redbone Soul is, you know, Redbone light skin. So,
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of people look at me, they think I'm Spanish, and I'm like, no, I'm not Spanish. I'm just a light skinned brother, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that because I actually was going to talk about that because honestly, you look Puerto Rican.
Right. I know. My mother's Portuguese and French Canadian, and my dad's black from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So that's why I got, you know, I get this look. But hey, I can't, I can't hide who I am. You know what I mean? Like some people get at me, you know, and they like some people speak Spanish to me. I'm like, I can't speak Spanish. They're like, they get really mad, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh wow, that's funny.
It's a little.
Well, so looking at the video, hold up.
Mm-hmm.
I was telling my partner, I was like, you know what? The one thing that I really love about this video is how you act. The acting in this video, because you guys, you got to see it because there's a preference before the actual video piece of it kicks in. It's a dialogue in the beginning, but you came off just so natural. I was just like, oh my gosh, that wasn't, if it was written up, you wouldn't even tell that you had to learn those lines because it flowed so naturally. It seemed like it was so real.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I mean,
so
I just think that everything is feeling. And, you know, like I wrote down something, but at the same time, I went off the top of my head as well. And so didn't the model in the video. She did an awesome job. Um, but, you know, what I tried to do was just make people believe it. So I think we did like maybe 2 takes and it was a wrap. I just wanted to tell the story before the song came on. You know, like basically like look, because I feel like nowadays, you know, with real R&B, you have to tell a heartfelt story from the soul. And if it's not from there, then it's not felt. You know, it's really not felt. And you know, coming from like, you know, my father was a singer and he used to sit there and play Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, and all Motown stuff. And I'd just be like, I'd be copying him. My father would yell at me, you ain't singing right, boy. You know, you got to sing from your diaphragm. And I'd be like, oh, shut up. You know what I mean? Like, but, you know, but it helped. It helped, you know. It's just like real music. I love it. Like when I do these live shows with everybody I ever wanted to be like, that's the best thing for me. Like no matter where I go, I'm not trying to be Mr. Multi-millionaire. I'm just trying to do what I love and people to hear it, and that's the joy for me. You know, that's the joy.
that's that's what's up because I know all about doing what you love, and that's what I love to do with the Candy Show. I love to be able to provide a platform for talent, gifted talent,
That
excellent talent.
yeah, it's nice. When you hit me up, I was like, okay. I was like, oh, that post. I was like, that post is starting to do some work.
I had to tell my partner, I was like, yeah, okay,
Nice.
yeah. Because as I said before, I seen that post before.
Hmm. Oh, you did?
Yes,
Where did you see it?
I seen the post on a comedian's post before.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So just for those who don't know, there is a post, and he's talking about he was born by the river. Give us a little background about that.
So I was actually here in Boston. We was at the 90s R&B show, and it was Guy, Next, Genuine, and 112. And I'm just sitting in the crowd. I had a couple drinks. I'm just chilling. I just wanted, sometimes I just want to see the show. I didn't go there for nothing else. So then he started walking around asking people to sing. And my manager turns to me. He's like, if he gives you the mic, you're going to sing. And my best friend's next to me. And I'm like, nah, I'm just chilling. I'm not here for that. So when he got to the guy, so my manager's on the chair and he's waving him over. He's way over. And I'm like, I don't want to sing right now. So then he went to a kid before me, and the kid's singing Casey and JoJo All My Life. And I'm like, oh, you can't sing that song like that. So now I'm kind of like him. You know what I mean? Like, because I feel he's coming. So I had no idea what I was going to do, what I was going to say, what I was going to sing. So when he put the mic in my hand, it does something to me. You know what I mean? Like it's like a magic wand. It just turns me into something else. So when I started singing, that's the first thing that came out. It wasn't just whatever came out, came out. Like I didn't know what I was going to do. It was just, I feel like I said, I thrive in those type of moments where it's like, okay, oh, you're laughing at me? All right, well, here you go. You know what I mean? Like, so, and that's just what I like. I mean, I just love the stage. I love singing for people. It brings me joy, and I hope it brings everybody else joy. And I know that I'm not for everybody. Everybody's not for everybody. Everybody's not gonna love it, whether they're just hating, or like, some voices ain't for certain people. There's people that I don't like. I know they can sing, but either their tone I don't like, or certain things. But I know they can sing, but it's just, are they for you or not? But I don't expect everybody to love me. I just expect maybe 50,000 people worldwide. You know what I mean?
That's a lot.
It's a world, though. It's a big world,
Right.
And if
Right.
I get 50,000 every time I drop something, I'm happy. I'm very happy, because that means I'm at least doing my job. You know.
Come on. Come on now. Now let's talk a little bit about this. Now, here, I'm new. This is new on the Candy Show, okay? So, from time to time, I like to add something different to the Candy Show. Do you like playing games?
Sure. What kind of games?
Well, let me tell you. Here we go. So the game is you just pick an envelope. Whatever's in the envelope, you do.
Okay.
Now it sucks because we're on internet.
Uh,
Oof, I could have came up with some better things, but I know we have to stay in the camera view.
okay.
So we have envelope number 1 and envelope number 2 if it's not backwards because of the camera view.
It looks like
It look like what?
an S.
Or a 5. Some people could say a 5. Which envelope would you like to choose?
So you have 1 and 2?
Yes.
All right, let's go with 2.
Okay. Okay. I don't know if you can read this, but it says favorite sex position.
um. All right, you ready?
Hey.
Now you're making me shy. All right, my favorite is when she's on top like that.
But hold up, wait a minute. Since you're doing visuals, I'm gonna need for you to back up a little bit so I can see
Right.
the. Okay.
When she,
All right.
when she's on top and
It looks like you touncing up
that,
something. What's going on?
my ass is like that.
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, are you facing her?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so she's basically doing her thing.
Yes.
So isn't that called writing?
Yeah, but it's different.
Oh, now wait a minute. Here's something else that's funny. Okay, so I also noticed that you're very muscular. So I've mentioned in a conversation we'll have, we want to keep this a good. We're gonna keep this a little bit of family affair here, but I feel like you use your muscles a lot, your arm strength.
Yes.
Okay, and that helps with the favorite position, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now I done got you over there blushing and shy and all that good stuff.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay. All right. Now I'm going to ask you to, if you don't mind, sharing a little bit of your talent.
Okay.
Tell me, I need to hear something because I heard, you was born by the river, but then you said, hold up, come on now. My audience may not have went to your page or anything like that, so can you serenade my audience just a little bit? Give them a little taste.
Um, what would you like to hear? You got any requests?
Yes.
Oh, really? You ready?
Yeah. So check this out. Since you didn't pick envelope number one, let me tell you what's in envelope number one.
To sing?
It says sing ABCs.
Sing ABCs?
Yeah. So you have to sing ABCs in your own version. And I want all that soul that you got because you got that soulful voice.
That's a tough one, you know. Um,
Hey, you asked me for a request.
all right, hold on.
Here's what's funny because you acting like you got to remember how to sing your ABC.
Because I wanna do it in a way that makes sense. I
Okay.
say A, B, C. So for A, I'll do a word, and then B, I'll link the word with A. That's what is going on in my brain right now. Like all of me, baby, because I love you. Come on over, and was that C? That was
Well,
like, come on over.
all right. Let me make it easy. Somebody said sing hold up. You have the floor.
All right. Hold up. Let me stop you right there. Are you saying that you're through with me? Hold up. Are you saying you don't care? Knowing how I feel about you. Girl, you can't keep treating me like a toy. Said I'm a grown man, baby. Something must be going on, 'cause I did nothing wrong. You know that I'm always on my job. Tell me who's been in your bed, who's been getting that love, getting all that loving, that good loving you've been giving to me. Who's gonna wash your clothes? Who's gonna cook your food? Who's gonna do them things, all them things I would do for you? Hold up, I thought I was your man. That's a little money.
Woo, woo, woo. I don't know if I wanted to cry. I don't know if I wanted to, but you know, again, we could try to keep this a professional family show.
Thank you.
Oh gosh. Tell us, what does Bree Redbone Soul, what do you contribute to the culture right now in the music industry? How are you contributing in that way?
I think originality. Um, I
Now
think
repeat that again, please. Say that again.
originality. I think that a lot of people these days, they're afraid to be who they are. They want to follow the trend and of what's going on instead of just doing music, you know, that they love. Um, I think what makes you a great artist is you being an artist, being who you are. You know, there's, you know, I feel like everybody who comes out wants to sound like Chris Brown. You know, I want to sound like Bree. I don't want to sound like nobody else. Yeah, I get I might sound like that person, but that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just out here making music, you know. If a beat comes on, I write how I feel. I don't write to try to make it what somebody else did. Um, so I think that's what I bring to the, you know, to the culture. Um, you know, I just feel like everybody's stuck in a place right now where they forgot to make timeless music. You know, they want to make music for the next 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what's so funny? I'm gonna give you a secret. You know when Hold Up was written? Hold Up was written about 6 years ago.
Shut up. Oh, come on now. Come on.
It was written 6 years ago. That's what I'm saying. You see? So I wrote it 6 years ago and didn't release it till now. You see? So that's the thing. When you write a song like that, you know, a lot of people make a song and they go throw it on Facebook later. You know, there's gotta be um, a reason for everything. You know, you just can't keep wasting what you have and putting it out just for people to like you. You know, like they know who you are, they know what you do, um, and you got to give people time to miss certain things. You know, and I feel now it's like, you know, with the internet, everybody's like, you know, you're just as good as 2 weeks ago when you dropped something, and that's fine. You know, you need content all the time, but I'm not gonna sit there and waste my hard work and let it last for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. That's not fair to me. You know, but I get it. But at the same time, I just look at it differently. You know, there has to be a reason for everything. There has to be a plan for everything. You know, you put a song on Facebook, only your friends see it. You know, like, you know, you wanna put it somewhere where everybody sees it. You know, there has to be a plan behind each song.
So
That's
with the songs, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
With the songs that you have out right now, so we're talking about Hold Up, and then what's the other song or songs that
I
you might have right now?
I have another video called All I Want to Do, but I have, if you go on my Spotify, I redid Atlantic Star's Secret Lovers with,
Ooh, I love that song.
with Little Mo. She's on that. Um,
Oh, wow.
yeah, Little Mo's on that. We redid that. Um, so if you go on Spotify, if you even if you Google it, Little Mo, it was on actually on one of her albums. If you Google it, it says Little Mo, you know, Secret Lovers featuring Bree. It'll pop up. Um, Joint with Young Jock is out. Like I said, I'm about to release Joint with Flawless Real Talk. So you know, there's some things out there that you know we're really pushing. Um, this summer is going to be the real push where we're putting in a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of things going on. You know, I don't want to give out too much, you know, because timing never works as sometimes I plan it. But we're working on a lot of things right now, and I'm excited about it.
What were you doing before the pandemic started?
Well, the night before the pandemic, I had just did a show with Genuine. Next day, they shut everything down. Like every, I mean, and then we haven't done nothing yet. So I have two background singers that I do shows with, and I have dancers. Shout out to all of them. Um, so when I put my show together, it's actually a real show. It's just not me standing on stage, singing like that. Unless the lot smaller, and it's calls for just me. But so we work hard, and we rehearse a lot, and we put things together, and hopefully when everything opens back up and we get that chance to come out and do our thing again, just right back to how it was.
Well, I hope you get a chance to come through the Midwest. Um, I love shows. And I'm glad you mentioned you have dancers and you have background singers. So when you do your show, you putting on a show. You're on stage and you really putting on a show. You
Yeah.
giving the people their money's worth.
Yes. Yes. Hmm.
You learn from the best.
I did. I did. I did.
And now, what's going on? Are you acting or what's going on with that? Since I mentioned you, you seem like a very natural actor.
Well, I have a couple things actually in the making right now. Where my my management is I've been written in on some things. So that was another thing. We were supposed to do a TV show, but the pandemic shut that down. So when I met Genuine, I actually met him on the set of a TV One, no, actually Bravo um, reality show, and I got to be in like 3 episodes of that. And then the writer of that show was writing me in on a new show that he's actually doing. Um, so right now they're working on what network that's going to go on. So I'm excited for that, but I can't wait actually for that because that's going to be something that I'm going to love to do as well. You know, and hopefully I get to sing a little on that show. It just opens up more things for me to do.
Yes, it seems like once your path in the industry starts, if you don't already recognize the talents already that you have, it opens up the doors for other opportunities.
Hmm.
Um, Now, here's one thing that I want to say. I love the videos. So do you have the same videographer on each video? What's going on with that? Do you work with a
I,
different team?
I like to work with different people because I think different people give each video a different feel. As long as they're good. You know, so I remade a song which I'm trying to get my management to do now. I redid Phil Collins One More Night. So I'm trying to shoot a video for that. I want to kind of get that going just because people know it, and so hopefully within the next month I can get that up and running and out. I can't wait. I've been talking about getting that done, so that's going to be something I really can't wait to do. I'm excited about that.
Songwriting. Tell us a little bit about that piece of your talent, and have you contributed on anybody's projects?
Um, I haven't yet, but that's something we're working on as well. Um, right now, I just been writing the stuff for me, you know, and, and putting it out. But that's another door that I hope opens, because nowadays, everybody's doing, everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? And not even that, like, if somebody gives me a dope song, I'm gonna take it and sing it. Like even though I write, I don't mind it at all. Like I'm gonna sing it. If it's dope, I'm giving it to me. I don't care because everybody writes different, and if I can get that feel, I welcome it. I welcome it all because I mean, especially like I said, like I just came from Atlanta working with Travis Malloy, um, which he's dope, and I was so excited to work with him, and um, and I can't wait to get the music back. You know, it's in its mixing stages right now, but that's something that I just can't wait to hear either. You know, so and shout out to my label because they put me in the right positions, and like I said, I'm just blessed for that because a lot of people don't have that. You know, a lot of people don't, and I see the struggle. I've been through the struggle. You know, so hopefully my struggle is almost over.
Now, shout out again to the label that you're on.
Yeah, it's called Bronx Bridge Entertainment.
Okay. Now, what is your ideal tour? When you go on tour, whether you're headlining or you're doing an opening act, what is your ultimate tour? Who would you like to share the stage with? Even if you've already shared the stage with them, tell us, who would you like to share the stage with?
Well, there's actually a show coming up in Foxwoods. Hopefully, I get to do this one because pretty much I think I've shared the stage with everybody, almost everybody that I wanted to. But Joe is is that guy for me that I haven't yet, but I want to. Like that would be really dope.
Now, I can't let you get off of here without mentioning you're from Boston. Now, for those who know me, knows who my favorite group is.
New edition.
Yes,
Mine,
yes.
mine too.
And I'm like scrolling down your IG, and I said, "What? You done opened up for them? Wow! Come on now, tell me about that. How was that feeling?"
I not only did I open up, I opened up maybe 3 or 4 times. Yeah,
What?
and then I did a show with Bobby Brown last year as well, just me and him. And it was like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm blessed like to be able to be doing shows with everybody I ever wanted to be like. It's fulfilling for me. Like if I never got anywhere else, I know that I did it. You know what I mean? Like
Come on.
that's the thing for me, knowing that I did it. And I see a lot of guys and I see how they are, like even the R&B singers. But my thing is like I get it, they've been there, they've been around, but like no matter how old I get or how long I'll be in it, I'm always gonna remain grateful and humble enough to be glad that because there's so many people who want to be, and I'm just always gonna, love that moment. Every moment is the newest moment. So it's like I've never been there. Tonight's like I've never been there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it. I don't get on there like, yeah, I do this all the time. It's tonight's a different night. You know, so
Different audience,
yeah,
different performance.
exactly. So
Wow. Oh man, that's the dope. That's dope. Wow. Okay. Boy, when I saw that, I was like, wow, how does it happen? Because I don't ever really see people unless you're already established opening up for them or any BBD or anybody, any of those subgroups. I don't hardly ever see anybody. And again, that's not to say that it doesn't ever happen, but the shows that I've been to, it usually is always someone that you already or you've heard of. So that in itself is just amazing. Wow. Oh my gosh.
like I said, I've been blessed. Like I owe that to my team. Like it's a blessing to be able to be connected to those people who can get that, and relationships are everything in this business. So, you build a strong relationship, and hopefully after that relationship is in there, they love you as well. So, like I said, I can't say it enough how blessed I've been to do what you just said, you know, um, and it's still happening. I'm still learning to this day, and I'm glad to be learning, even though I'm teaching people that I feel like I'm dope too, but I'm still learning. They don't know it, but I'm taking it all in. Like, okay, I'll go somewhere like Bobby Valentino was playing the piano. I came home like, shit, I gotta play the piano. I gotta do some, you know what I mean? Like I like it's on my mind every day. Like I gotta try to get the time to do it just because, like that's it. So I'm learning at the same time as I go. Like, what can I do to make it better? You know,
Hmm.
that's it. That's all I want to do. Make it better. What can I do next time to make that better? But it will come. It will come. But if I never do it, I'm fine with that too. But I want to. you
Hmm.
know.
Trust me, I'm right there. I already know there's certain things that has happened in my life that I know that some people will never get a chance to do, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna stop there. There are definitely other things that I want to accomplish, but if it doesn't happen, I'm fine that it did happen on a level of which I was still able to still do what I, love to do.
Exactly.
But then at the same time, help others as well. So that's my main goal.
Or sometimes it's not even for you. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's just not for you. Maybe it's too complicated, or and it's like, okay, well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Just got to keep staying prayed up and just, take it day by day with some kind of goal, some kind of vision, And so I know, whew, you'll get there. I know you'll get there. Tell everyone how they can reach you, book you, follow you, listen to your music.
You can just go on Bree Redbone Soul. Everything is Bree Redbone Soul. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, everything. You Google that. I mean, I'm the only one with that name, so it's gonna it's gonna pop up. You know what I mean? Like it's there. You know.
So do you have a full album or is that what you're working on now?
I do, but we're just still, creating.
Okay.
Like I said, we want to create enough to put out all that work. You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to put that groundwork in before you just, like, I mean, I'm getting production from, Grammy writers and stuff like that. So, you got to be careful. You just can't throw it out there. You know what I mean? You want to do the ground level stuff first and then release it. A lot of guys tell me, "Oh, just put it out, put it out." I'll keep putting things out, yes, but yeah, I'm not gonna waste what we've worked so hard to get, until it's time.
Understand. Well, I'm gonna say this. You have a follower, a supporter in me.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. As soon as you open up your mouth, I was just like, that's it. I needed to have him on the show because talent speaks for itself. And man, that's all I have to say.
I
So it was just by luck, by chance that you did what you did, and it just so happens that yes, it caught my eye. But see, the groundwork was already laid when I seen that video you singing before on Gary G. Thing Johnson's
yeah.
page.
Uh
And I was just like, wow, this ain't nothing but God. Okay, because
huh.
there's no way I would have been able to find you if
Right.
you hadn't done what you did in order to even get it out there.
Uh huh.
So
I
I
appreciate
appreciate that.
it too.
Well, is there anything else that you'd like to say to the audience before I let you go?
Um, I just want to thank everybody for listening, tuning in. Just look out for what I'm doing. Like, a lot of things are happening, and I just want to share it with everybody. You know, um, go look up Hold Up on my Vivo channel, YouTube, all that. All I want to do, gonna be, like I said, gonna be shooting a video with Flawless Real Talk this summer. So I'm so excited to do that. Um, Trying to get my One More Night video out probably before that, just to put some more content out there. Seeing that it's a remake and people are familiar with it, I put my own little spin on it. So, you know, see how everybody feels about it.
Well, I'm glad that R&B, soul, uh, music is coming back. And I
Mm,
don't want to say that it's ever left,
right.
but I'm glad that people are focusing more on putting that out. Listen, if anybody knows me, I love that type of music. So I love all kind of music, but I love R&B more. Like you said, there's a story
Yes. Yeah.
in it. And there's so much you can do with R&B music.
Right.
So,
Right.
all
Everybody,
right, guys, go ahead.
everybody loves R&B music. They just need to support it more. That's all. That's all it is.
That's true. That's true. And now, would you like to sing anything else before we're out of here today? Or they can go to your page and hear more. Hold up, hold up.
On by the river in a little tent. Oh, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. I ended with that.
Woo, Lord, so I tell you what, woo, 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 woo. So, just about to start getting emotional. When I get emotional, it's because I can feel the true talent. I can feel that talent. It's just so powerful. So before I start boo-hooing on here, we're going to leave it like that. Guys, make sure that you follow Free Redbone So on Instagram. Make sure you follow and subscribe to his YouTube. Check out the website. And make sure you just support your locals. Make sure you support your locals. Thank you so much, Bree.
Thank you, Candy.
Good night, everyone. Bye.